We are live. We are live. We are live. Now that we're alive, let's jam.
Come on.
It's a full moon, and I'm trying to have a man fest. Call everybody and you roll the decks. It's an old school party. I invited everybody. 12 o'clock we getting started. We gon' party till the sun come up.
Everybody's waving.
Man, the dance floor's crazy.
Give a shot to my baby.
We gon' do it till the sun come up.
Spotlighter, moonlighter.
You can get this pussy, get your do rider. Spotlighter, moonlighter. You can get this pussy,
We're doing it like
get your
this.
do
I'm
rider.
staggering.
I'm leaning, I'm falling. Get me off the floor. I'm twisted, turny, I'm upside, to the door.
Whoa. Okay.
Do your job.
Okay.
Yeah, do your job.
Where my girls at? Where the motherfucking herb at? Cause I done pulled a G, a liquor, energy, and sherb at. I'm sick of these niggas. It's sick of these niggas. But a party ain't a party without a gang of niggas. A white girl wasted in the spotlight, dancing on the table, Chris yelling out shot time. You are not I. Eagle I fly. Plain chicken head. Get your Popeye. I'm trying to leave this motherfucker lopside. It's a house party. Take me outside.
It's a house party and I'm feeling good tonight. When your car pop up me on the hood tonight. I'ma let you get this pussy in the woods tonight.
We can do it.
I'ma work tonight.
Spotlighter, moonlighter.
You can get this pussy, get your
Do
do
rider.
rider.
Spotlighter, moonlighter.
You can get this pussy, get your do
I'm
rider.
staggering. I'm leaning.
I'm falling. Get me off the floor. I'm twisted, turning. I'm lopsided. I'm lopsided. Point me to the door. Yeah. It's a house party and I'm feeling good tonight. Where your car pop, fuck me on the hood tonight. I'ma let you hit this pussy in the woods tonight. We could do it anywhere. I'ma work tonight.
And now, for the song of all songs, for the class of all classes, by the teacher of all teachers, who's also the producer of all producers. Let's get into it. Bubble up. We in the boom room, baby.
Whoa, I feel alive. Expecting. I'm flying high. No longer worried. My life's a breeze. I stop resisting.
Let's go, y'all.
Come to me.
Do day, do way, do.
I wake up in the vortex, tuning into my source. I love his voice because it keeps me alive. And when the troubles of the world are bringing me down, I just hop up on my bubbles and fly.
Sing it like this.
Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to thee.
It will be given to me. It will be given to we. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to me.
It will be given to we.
It will be given to
It will
me.
be given to we. Yeah.
Franklin, I'm in the vortex and every girl around me on a green bubble. No trouble on another level. Everything I ever want was given. Every car I ever want was driven. Black and brilliant, educated and cocky. Destined for greatness, man, no one can stop me. If you need the blueprint, just watch me. Bye back to
Block's not a game like Monopoly.
I wake up in the vortex,
If you in a funky
tuning
ass
into
mood,
my source.
You don't
I
know what
love
to
his
do.
voice because
This
it
class
keeps
right
me
here.
alive.
It'll keep you alive, baby.
And when the troubles
And if you want
of
to know
the
how to
world
play
are
this
bringing
game,
me down,
that's the place you
I
came to
just
play.
hop up on
Get your motherfucking ass
Get
up.
up and dance your ass off.
Okay.
I'm bubbling. You can't stop my dough. You can't stop my dough. Whoa. Them bears and bubbles. Here we go. Bubbling. Hey, you well, auntie, uncle, mama. I got to do what I got to
Do it like
do.
this.
Bears and bubbles. Come on out. Everything that I ever wanted, ever needed, will be given to me. I stopped Craig Mom in myself. I stopped Craig Mom in myself. But the bears in the bubble.
Hey. Y'all know what time it is. Let's breathe on it. Y handala robo sha. Ese quiete. Oh, robo sha. Yay, sauce. Dabba-doo, 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 day. Eh, dabba-doo, day. Man. Thank you. Welcome to another edition of the greatest show on earth. It's the Bears and Bubbles Morning Show. And what we do early, we're going to find the want. What is the want? That is the sixth person to come to class. Their job is going to be to what? Wrap up the lesson. Number one, we got Cheryl O'Shun taught you don't count because you said welcome to the dopest show on earth. So number one, we got Cheryl O'Shun is number one. Y'all give them some sound effects, something. Yeah. We got Jaron Ashton is number two. We got Mella Miracles as number three. Terrence Evans is number four. Lorenzo Smith is number five. And Ovon Parham at number six. Ovon Parham, you're number six. Your job is to come in and hit this link right here. Watch this. I'm going to put it up. And you're going to see it right up in here. Look, watch this. Boom. Ovon Parham, you're watching on Facebook right now. So I'm going to hit it on Facebook. Ovon Parham, you're going to hit that link right there at the end of class and come to class and wrap the message up. If you cannot do it, then defer it to somebody else. Pass it to the person of your liking. You may be at work. Now, she is the one. We need you to get out of wonk land. Before we give it to the girls for the recap of yesterday, we're going to talk about what today's message is about. Let it sizzle in your spirit. Imagine being born again. Imagine you could just erase your life and be born again. Imagine you could just erase your life right now where you at and be born again. Now, are we talking about going back in your mama's pussy? No. We're going to use a scripture from the Bible where Jesus talked to a man named Nicodemus. We're going to talk about being born again. Born of the water, born of the flesh, and born of the spirit. There's always three things: water, flesh, and spirit. We're going to talk about being born again, starting all over from today, recreating your life. Imagine if you could do that. Oh boy.
Yeah. Become a new creature.
Sound like a good one.
Yeah.
Now it's time for what we like to call the recap from yesterday. Recap, baby.
Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris.
Okay. So yesterday, Master Teacher was saying, it's so right already, and already it's so right. So you got to be good where you are. And that's the summation, or I would say the juxtapose between when Mambos be like, yo, you got to be able to know when to activate, why you activate, get in there, get the fuck out. Some of these things that we want, you may not be able to stay in your blue to get. But it's understanding that. you still got to understand it in your blue. You might got to turn pink or yellow to get there, but it's all right. It's so good. You doing everything you should to live your life the way you want to. Yes. And so what Master Teacher is also just trying to show us that if you live your life being all right where you already are, you will be happy and you will magnetically pull more happiness to you. That boomerang effect will boomerang you positive instead of negative. We know how to play this game negatively. Now be grown, be mature, be cognitive. Like, don't cross the street not looking both ways. Decide to get up and execute your day purposefully and stop letting your day flick you around like a damn rag doll, like you don't have no control over what's happening to you.
Yeah, that's a beautiful point, because they talk about it in the Bible, like the ship that is thrown to and fro by the waves of the ocean is unstable, like a woman's mind, something like that.
But you want a man.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So being able to be grounded, being that ship on the waves of life, is like, okay, I need to know what type of ship I am, so I can know whether or not these waves is for me. Like how Lorenzo was like, somebody's playground might be somebody else's freaking Debbie land. If I'm not a yacht, I'm not going out in the deep blue, dark ocean, way out somewhere. If I'm just a little tugboat, then I need to stick by the coast. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. Yeah. Okay, we good. Go ahead.
Good.
you'll get blown away.
Exactly. So the waves don't rock me and toss me upside down and so forth. So it just really goes back to the whole point of this class.
Yeah.
And every lesson being that it is crucial. It is our life intention, like we decided yesterday, to live our life according to ourselves. And that self is that God, devil, energy, blue dot baby. And that baby knows exactly what it wants and what it needs. And its focus is not, an imagination is not derived from somebody else. It's not going to cry because another baby hungry. It's crying because I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to imagine a life with another parent, because it's like, I got two parents right here, you know. And so the focus again is self-preservation, self-needs. What do I need? And once I get what I need, I'm good. Once I bust, I'm better. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep going back to that. So go ahead, Sister Creed.
Oh yeah, that was so true, because it made me think about it. I think we believe that once we are not a baby anymore, we already grown. Like, you see yourself grown. You don't see your baby still there crawling behind you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you still supposed to be pushing your baby with you. You ain't supposed to have, it didn't
Left
disappear.
Yes.
Okay.
You still carrying it with you right there.
Like,
rocking
you
it.
feed your shit, burp your shit.
Yes.
Like, you know, so see it like the cavemen and the steps of elevation, how it show you like it be crawling and it get taller. I mean, still a cave slooped over, and then next you know was walking upright. See yourself and your three people, but see yourself as that. See it like almost like a 3D, you know what I'm saying? At
Or
the same way,
mirror.
three-way mirror or something like that. And stop forgetting that it's there.
Yes.
Switch you.
Yeah.
Then leave it. You didn't outgrow it.
Yes. Because the slogan is me, myself, and I.
Yeah. Go ahead, Scrappy.
Go ahead, Scrappy.
If any man lack wisdom, let him ask of God. Who is God? In this shit that we do. Who is God?
Yourself.
Okay. If any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of his blue. Let him ask of himself. If any man lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given. God giveth to all men liberally. God giveth to all men easily, and you shall not be reprimanded for the wisdom you've been given. But let him ask in faith, not wavering. For he that wavering is like a sea, wave of the sea, driven and tossed. For let not a man think he shall receive anything of God. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You got to be blue, yellow, or pink. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. It's like I never forget the time I had this girl. She was talking to me all about this shit that was going on in her life. I was fucking with her. She had never asked me for no money, but she was just hinting about money. And I'm the type of motherfucker, if you want something from me, ask for me. So I went over there and I fucked her. And when I left. She texted me back. After all that stuff, I said, how dare you leave and take my pussy and don't leave me no money, all this stuff. I said, you ain't asked for shit. I don't know what you're doing. I thought you could have been having a bad day. I felt like if I'd have offered you some money, you'd have felt like a prostitute because you ain't never asked me for no money before. So don't think you finna give me some pussy and then just talk about your bills and your tires and your kids' daycare and think I'm going to just offer you some money without asking. That's being double-minded. You can't get what you want being double-minded. When you go out on a date with a man and that man asks you, where you hope this relationship go? Where you see this go? That whole, I don't care. It depends. I ain't really looking for nothing. Nah, tell that man, look, nigga, I ain't been on a date in a minute, a formal date, and shit. Nigga, you fine, took me out. I like you already. I done already told my friend about you. She done looked at your Facebook page. We done researched you, check your background, know how many kids. We know everything, nigga. I hope like hell this shit work. That man will say, good job, you're being humble. You're telling the truth. You can't get nothing double-minded. But why are we double-minded? Why do we have two minds? Why do we have two minds? Because we have the mind that we were born with and then the mind that they motherfucking shaped us with. And we in the middle fighting as our ego. We have our true blue we was born with, and we have our pink mind that they shaped us with. And the ego don't even think for himself. He's just in the middle justifying. He's just in the middle. He don't even got a fucking opinion. He just said, well, wherever we going, I'ma justify. If I get caught out here buying pussy by my homeboy, nigga, grow up, you out here buying pussy on the stroll. Hell yeah, nigga, you know us how we do. I'm out here buying pussy. If I get caught by the pastor out here on the stroll buying pussy, Javon, you out here buying pastor, I'm so sorry, I'll never do it again. Yes. He just fucking stands and represents us. He's our Christ in the world. He just stands and represents us. Let's talk about being born again. In 382, Aristotle said, you give me a boy the first 7 years of his life and I'll show you the man. And y'all know we talked about these stages before, but we want to talk about them in the stance of imagination so we can imagine how to get ourselves out of these stages. Let's talk. Theta, beta, gamma. Theta, beta, gamma. Theta is what's called the imaginary stage. That's a low frequency stage. Kids think in theta, imagination. It don't take a lot to think in theta. That's why you can easily imagine getting hard. It don't take a lot to get horny, do it. Take a lot to hype yourself up to go exercise, don't it? Theta, lower vibration. Lower vibration is like 4 to 7 hertz. They don't even get there. Music is in hertz. You ever adjusted your equalizer on your car? It'll set your lows from 0 to 50 hertz, then your mid lows 50 hertz to 300. Then, so when you want that motherfucker to boom, 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 you turn that lower vibration up. Now you got that knock. You can't hear none of the words, but guess what you can do? You can feel that lower vibration. You don't even want to hear the words. You just want to. And then you ever heard a nigga to have his shit up, his treble up, and you can't feel none but that treble. Understand, kids think in low vibration. They don't need to hear the words. They in their theta phase. They don't need to hear no words. A fucking mud puddle and a fucking stick is a stove and a fucking restaurant for them. They don't need to hear you out here. No, you can't get, they don't care nothing about no dirt. Theta stage. Theta, that's your imagination. That's your low vibrational stage. Then the second stage is the beta stage. What is beta? Y'all know what this means. I got a game coming out of this in its beta stages. That's when I done imagined it, worked it out. Now I done actually got it out and I'm putting it out for you to test. It's in its beta stages. Beta mode. That means it worked, but we ain't fully sure about the motherfucker. That's where we at right now. We in the beta stages of our life. We done shut our imagination off. We know we work, but we ain't quite sure how to work this life yet. We know we said yesterday the meaning of life is just to live. And then your gamma stage, that's the last stage. Put that shit out as ready to sell. I'm ready to get to my gamma stage. But how do I get to my last stage of life? How do I get to my gamma stage? Now, we're using these words, gamma, theta, alpha, all that. We're using these words because these are Greek words from Greek philosophers. Everybody wants to act like Africans were the first smartest men. That's a goddamn lie. I hate to say it to you. Niggas didn't have no reason to do shit that white man had to do. I just want to say that to you. Niggas didn't need to invent medicine. I hate how niggas talk. Niggas, hey, listen, we was in the sun, eating. We was good. We was living to be 400-500 years. We didn't need that shit. The white man is the first motherfucker that had to analyze and wish and imagine. Hey, I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm gonna eat today. The white man look upset. Man, I sure imagine and wish I can catch that goddamn donkey over there. I wish I can catch that lion. I sure wish. Black man say, hey man, what I'm wishing for? We got pineapples and papayas right here. I ain't got to wish for no shit. So that's how the white man has always beat us because of his imagination. He used his imagination since the beginning of the time. The Jesuit church modeled themselves after fucking what? Aristotle. Somebody look that up. Give me a child in his first 7 years and I'll show you the man. That's why the Catholic Church said, give us these kids, man. Give us your kids. Let them come down here, be altar boys. We don't want your little girls. You ever notice you don't see no altar girls? You never hear about nobody getting molested, girls getting molested in the Catholic. They like boys. Give us your kids at an early age. We're going to get into this message. Get born again. Get born again. Normal is downloaded into us from birth. What is normal? Normal is that pink. It's that moral. It's that judge. We judge what's normal. We judge what's normal. Normal is downloaded in the... Y'all know why that movie Matrix was the best popular movie ever? It was a black woman that just got paid over $7-some billion. She wrote that shit, and it got stole from... Matrix is not a movie. The Matrix is a documentary. When you are born, you are downloading information from birth to death. From birth to death. From birth to death. Let's talk about this. Normal is downloaded. Our life is a download from cradle to grave. Our parents have accepted normal and they pass it on to us. As a little kid, you learn what's normal from your parents. Your parents don't say, let me go out here and brainwash my children. No, your parents do this. My daddy taught me whites only or keep me from getting my ass beat. In my life, I've downloaded whites only means ass beating, so I teach it to my children. Parents aren't fucking their kids up on purpose. They just uploading into their mind what they need to do in society. I want to be born again. I know where I'm at. I want to stop right now. I want to imagine, what if my family want winos? What if... I'm going to say I was born from a family of non-alcoholics. I'm going to adopt me a new family. I do what the fuck I want to do. What if I decided right now I want to be born again? Let me talk about some stuff. Then we're going to use the scripture from this Bible because that's what they've been getting us with. But I love the Bible. Our parents accepted normal and they pass it down to us. 95% of programming comes from the first 7 years of your life. Back in the day, when there was no programming, you could only be programmed by your parents. They gave the little girl a doll. Hey, you're going to be a mother one day. Get this tea set. Learn how to be a mother. You're going to be staying at home cooking. Little boy, we're going to give you a gun first. Get you used to playing with guns, horses and shit. And this is your life. There was no programming. Do y'all realize why all these babies want to be gay and change their gender? Because it's the programming. It's being downloaded. That shit wasn't available back in the day. It wasn't available back in the day. I thought about something. Y'all ever notice it's about information and programming? It's about the mind. Our granddaddies weren't exposed to the fact that tobacco could cause cancer. So every cigarette they smoked, they enjoyed it. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. We've been exposed to so much. Every time I light up something, I get scared. Dis-ease. That's how you get dis-ease from eating. Scared of it. My grandma, my granddaddy, they ate so much pork. They did whatever the fuck they want to do. They didn't have access to the information. Everybody says, well, this won't this back then and this won't this. Think about it like this. You will die without your cell phone and your grandma hated it. Yeah. You will die without your fucking cell phone. And your grandma said, baby, this thing, she ain't been programmed. Ever notice people that's away from the programming live the longest? The old folks that get up, they watch Price is Right at 11, People's Court at 12, and turn that fucking TV off. Then they go about their life. They don't know what's going on in the world. All they know is, I'm out here fucking around in the garden. Then they go back in the house at 7, they watch Jeopardy, they watch Wheel of Fortune, and they sleep by 8. They don't have a lot to stay up for late. Please get this. Do y'all understand? Old folks live so long because they didn't worry about that shit out there and they went to bed early. Yeah. I'm changing my mindset. All this health shit, I'm changing. Go to bed early, Javon. I look in my eyes, like when I get more sleep, my eyes don't have the bags I normally have. I got them under there today. But a couple of days ago, I ain't have them. Go to bed early. Access to information. You ever notice old folks, it's a different programming. Now everything we get, we got to show. I just got it. I just got it. I just got it. I just got it. I got a Charger. It's a 2015 Charger. I got it for a 20% interest rate and I owe $40,000 on it. And I can't wait to show it to you. Granddaddy be the type of motherfucker you hear granddaddy say, Yeah, I just bought a Cadillac cash. I've been saving for it for 15 years. Granddaddy, where you gonna drive? Hell no, I ain't driving that bitch to work. White man will fire you, find out you got a nice car. Whole different level of programming. Whole different granddad. It's like, I'm not driving this new car to the job. That cracker see me pulling up Spodiola, he gonna fire me. But what do? Gotta show it off. Whole different level of programming. I want to be reborn. I want to imagine I was reborn. I want to imagine myself not even wanting to fucking speak on social media. That's how I want to imagine myself. I want to imagine myself doing this class right here. And if somebody do a live, yeah. But I want my Forex shit to hop to where you motherfuckers don't really see me no more. I got a child coming, changing my perspective on the world. Seriously. First 7 years, I'm studying this shit this morning. She won't see a school or a daycare for 7 years. 7 years? You just fucking born. You just learned how to fucking talk. You just learned how to not piss on yourself. And they said, pre-K, 4 years old, get her in here. She just learned how to talk. We need to teach her what to fucking say. He just learned how to talk. We need to teach him what he can say and not representative of the state. That's why you can't, that's why I stopped being teacher. You're a glorified mammy. I stopped it. When your child enters kindergarten, there is a rep. I don't care if it's a black woman, white woman, black man. You're standing up there and you're saying, hey, child. And you don't even realize you're doing it. Hey, child, this is when you can speak. Hey, child, this is when you can't speak. Hey, child, this is appropriate. Hey, child, this is when you can use the bathroom. You know you can't use the bathroom without raising your hand. Programming us from birth, showing us what's normal. And we're going to get into the 8 stages of development in a sec, but we just want to talk about how that feels to be snatched. You just learn how to talk. Now it's time to learn how to read. More programming. Now it's time to make sure we can guilt trip you and make you want to behave normal for the rest of your life. But I want to be born again. I don't want tech programming. I don't want to feel like I got the show. I'm like that. I'm getting out of me. I don't want to feel like I got to tell every time something fucking good happened to me. I don't want to feel like, goddamn. And I'm really kind of not like that, but some parts of it is. I imagine how that feels. Hey, look at me. I got on a nice outfit today. I don't have no friends and no family I'm associated with. I don't even have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Fuck it. Just take a picture of me to flash it. Look, somebody tell me how I look. We can't even see the whole pic because of the flash. How does that feel? I don't want to feel like that. Yeah. I want to be born again. Yeah. I don't want to feel like having sex. Oh, man, we're going to get into these stages. These motherfuckers will acknowledge that kids know about fucking at 6 and 7, but tell you can't fuck till you're 18. So you mean to tell me for 12 years I'm supposed to fight and want to fuck? Yeah. Let's get into this. 95% of life comes in programming. We are born and when 4 years of our life we're in class. That low vibrational shit, now we thinking on a higher vibration. You know, they're like a heart electrograph. If you was to measure our brain now, that motherfucker be. But if you measure our shit when we go to sleep, we dreaming, it's moving small. Why? Because we dreaming. We using our imagination. It's so much vibration going on in this world. Your motherfucking mind moving. You cannot use your imagination. You can't have peace because you're so busy observing what's going on. Back in the day, they could do that. They wonder how men live to be so much longer. Go to Japan. Go to some of these villages in the fucking jungle where they don't have access to all that technology and where they ain't been programming. Where they think, hey, you know, my only worry is to find something to eat today. Yeah. Bust a nut if I want to. You ever notice America, the most educated, got the fucking worst disease and fucking lowest life expectancy. They having babies over there at 13, 14, 15. They having babies at 50 years old with no fucking diseases. They ain't got no health care. How? They ain't been programmed. They ain't been programmed. How the fuck you be in Africa wanting to be light skinned? How the fuck you convince an African to paint his skin? Goddamn, that's some strong ass programming.
Yes.
How you convince a little boy to want to be a little girl? How can you convince a man that he wants to be a woman? Motherfuckers be like, shit, I'm a man, but you know what? If I put on a dress, life will be easier. They've proven that. They've proven that if you got on a dress, life is fucking easier for you. Break free. How do we break free? Break free and it gets easy. You know why we be like, what's life? Life is so hard because we living in that pink mind, that program mind. When you go back to your blue mind, you just be like, shit, I just want to eat today, go to work, make my money, come home, not have no problems. And if you desire less, if you get your desires more in tune with your blue, you won't have to work as hard. Perfect example. Me, Chris, and Lynn don't have to work as hard because it's 3 of us. Think about it. My true blue don't give a fuck about the shit the world give a fuck about. What if Chris went out here and met her a guy making $100,000 a year? She put that pussy on him. He wanted to come in here and sleep on the couch or take turns sleeping with Chris.
Sleep on the couch with that much money.
I don't mind sharing that. That's another $100,000 a year. Let's go get a bigger house. Let's have some more babies. Let's get a village. I'm talking about why you are so stressed. You want a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely. I see it all the time. I just got a new house. Woo, yes, sir. Oh, girl, I'm coming to your housewarming party. It's her and her husband. They ain't got no kids yet. They got a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. I swear to God, you're going to be stressed.
Yes.
You got a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. You go to a white neighborhood, you see a 6-bedroom, 5-bathroom house, and it'd be an 88 Toyota Corolla in that bitch. Mm-hmm. We was like that. Mm-hmm. We sitting here, a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom house, Range Rover, and goddamn, what was it? Mercedes CLX 550 in the garage. Because we were programmed. Yeah. Somebody had told me that car meant I'm better.
Yes.
Let me get into these stages real quick. First of all, let me go to the Bible. We're going to talk about a man named Nicodemus, one of the smartest motherfuckers going. As the pastor said, y'all help me out. Y'all help me out while I'm looking for this.
Yeah, I just thought about the when you said about the cars. I was just like thinking about how I just did not want to get them back at first. And I'm like, oh my God, it felt like such a big deal. It felt like so many people was going to be watching. And as soon as we gave the shit back, I mean, it disappeared. I never thought about it no more after I walked away. Like, okay.
We had 2 car payments, $600 a month, brand new. Yeah. Now watch this. Guess what we were afraid of? Each month we paid the payments and the mortgage. I was like, yo, our fucking car payments are more than our fucking mortgage.
Yeah, they were.
Right? I was like, it was more. Now watch this. Each month when we paid them, we felt down and out and bad. Yes. But each time we got in the car and the world saw us, we didn't feel no better. The only thing that made us not want to give them back is we was like, wait till our friends see we had to give our cars back.
And look though, we didn't even want to give them back for who we thought was going to see us. You had fucking bottles of water and shit thrown in the back, and I was never in it.
But watch this. Gave the cars back. I got a 750 credit score now. How the fuck that happened?
But look though,
I don't know how that happened with me.
Look,
I don't know, with $20,000 student loans. Just saying fuck it. Didn't care. Go ahead.
The flip flop of that is I fucked my credit all to hell, but it's back. And we were better mentally because we didn't have it. So Jay built his credit while we didn't have this overhead.
I ain't built shit. I just lived. And
well, you just lived.
My nigga said, "Hey, I can do some shit." I said, "Do it." He did it.
Well, eventually I built mine's back.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, but we didn't go crazy trying to pay for something every.
Let's get into this real quick. John chapter 3. Smart motherfucker. Nicodemus was basically a Pharisee. He was part of the Sanhedrin Council. He was one of the baddest motherfuckers going. Let's read it. King James Version, because I like the King Jimmy Version. There was a man of the Pharisee named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. He came to Jesus by night, snuck to Jesus, scared the world was going to see him. Ain't that some shit? Let me just read it all, then we'll analyze it. He came to Jesus by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that our teacher come, for no man can do these miracles that thou does except God be with him. Jesus hit him straight up. Before he can, look, now I got to analyze it. This motherfucker came to Jesus by night. He is a Pharisee, head of the fucking Sanhedrin Council, a ruler of the Jews. But what I give him, he's smart. He said, I can't come talk to this nigga in the day and everybody know that I worship, want to know what this man got. So he snuck to Jesus. First thing he called him was Rabbi. Jesus didn't even like to be called that. He said, Rabbi, we know you are a teacher from God, for no man can do these miracles except God. We know that's a goddamn lie, because Moses went against motherfucking the Pharaoh's people. They was doing miracles too. Jesus answered and said to him off top. Look what Jesus said straight up. Before you come at me with that bullshit, before you ask me some bullshit, that's what people don't understand about Jesus. He said, Jesus answered and said to him, Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. Where is heaven at? Heaven is up there. It's in your mind. Except you be born again, you cannot see this heaven you're looking for on earth. You cannot see heaven except you be born again, because you have a pink mind from the world. Let's move forward. Nicodemus said unto him, some old nigga dumb shit. They need to call him Nicodemus. How can a man be born again when he is old? Can he enter a second time in his mother's womb and be born? Jesus said, Verily, verily, I said unto you, except a man be born of water and the spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom of God. That which is born is flesh, and that which is born of spirit is spirit. Marvel that I said to you, you must be born again. Then Jesus got deep on him. He said, the wind bloweth and you hear it, but you can't see it. So is everyone that's born of the spirit.
Wow. What was that?
See, what they try to do is trick us. You got to be born again of the spirit, meaning the wind. Jesus was saying the spirit is real. Nicodemus was like, can I go back in my mother and be born again? Jesus said, motherfucker, you got to be born of water, meaning you got to be baptized. You got to wash yourself. Because Jesus had got baptized by John the Baptist. Then they say you got to be born of the spirit. Nicodemus like, what the fuck you mean being born of the spirit? I don't get what that. Jesus said, I know you don't get it, because the spirit is like the wind. You can see the trees moving and hear the wind, but you can't see it as a real thing. Why I got to be born of something I can't see or hear? I want to see heaven. I want my blue to be reborn. I want to start all over in this life today and wake up and say, what does my blue really want? Does my blue really care about this shit? Does my blue really care about this? Why are my desires what they are? Give me a child when he's 7 and I'll explain to who he is. Now this right here is finna get, I don't want to say boring, but we just got some stages of development to do so you can see why you are, how you are, and understand that this was a plot to trick you, and now this is how you got to get out of it. They created these stages of development, and they know exactly what it does, and you have no control of it. You don't have no control of it. Some of it is your mother. Some of it is the world you have no control of, but you do now. Watch this. There are 7 stages of development. 7. That's why they say, give me the man when he's 7. They always got, they so smart. First stage of development, we're going to talk about them. Existence is in the womb. It's in the womb. All right? You're alive. You're alive. You don't know what about anything. You ain't even thinking that you need eat fucking food. You don't even know that you fucking hungry. You just alive. That's what happened to some of us out in the world. We're born into this world, we in the womb, and we alive. The second stage is 1 to 18 months. That's where you experience satisfaction. I wrote something down. I wanna make sure you get why this is like that. Hold on. That first stage is the trust-mistrust stage. This is why you like you are. These people basically saying they done took kids, twins at birth, gave one to a loving mother and father, put one in an orphanage with no interaction. These 300-400-year-old experiments. The child that trust versus mistrust. Meaning, what is that? If you have a mother or a father, when you cry, give you a bottle, come to you, you begin to trust the world around you. So that means what? When you are a babe, you will explore more. You don't see the world as this cruel, harsh place because you develop trust. But if you don't have that interaction, you develop mistrust. So that baby don't even get out of the fucking crib because they think the world, I'm telling you, you don't have to fucking believe it. You don't have to fucking believe it.
He is telling the truth.
The second stage is childhood. The second stage is 1 to 3. That's autonomy and shame. Depending on who your parents are and depending on who you was brought up around. Autonomy versus shame. The kid that goes over here and wants to goddamn paint on the wall, and the mother is a good loving mother, and she said, you know what? My kid might be a painter. Good job, Jimmy, but let me take that paintbrush from you and give you some crayons. That kid develops autonomy. The mama that said, what the fuck is you fucking up my walls? That kid develops shame. So you need to be reborn because you can't remember half this shit. Half this shit you can't even remember when it was happening. Yeah. So what happens is that little kid that's autonomous, the kid that piss on himself and they say, okay, you got it, you're going to be okay. He don't become ashamed. The kid that piss on himself and you tease him, he becomes ashamed of himself. And he don't develop autonomous. He don't see, you have to understand the kid that gets told, good job, you used the potty. He says, I'm a big boy, I know what I'm doing. The kid that hear their family, he always pissing on himself. Let's move forward. The next stage is 3 to 6. That's initiative plus guilt. That's initiative plus guilt. Some kids gonna have initiative in doing stuff. Some kids gonna be guilted into doing stuff. In the black family, black folks don't play. You know, a little kid got initiative, he testing the boundaries, he's swinging the knee, hit his mama, and the mama's that kid initiative, he tries things. The kid that's swinging, hit his daddy or mama in the face. God damn it, I don't play that shit. Don't hit me in my goddamn face. The kid that gets out of the crib and wanders off, and the parents that can show patience, let me just let them wander off for a while and watch them. Let me let that kid have called discovery time. I'm a good parent, I'm watching. That kid goes and discovers, he gets initiative. The lazy bitch or the lazy nigga that's on their phone, it's going to keep their kid on the couch or in the crib because why? They don't want to watch that kid. They don't take their kids to the park. They don't want to watch that kid. That kid don't develop social skills. Let's move forward. There's a point for all this. Industry versus inferiority. That's your middle school, 6 to 12. Industry. Are you going to be industrious? Are you going to be the type of kid that go out and sell snacks? Are you going to be creating a business? Are you going to be playing sports? Are you going to be industrious? Are you going to do something or are you going to be inferior? See, Chris was inferior. She was inferior because they called her Christina Whole Boy. So what did that do? For your whole life, they called you, watch this, a self-fulfilling prophecy. They called her Christina Whole Boy, made her inferior, then she used whoring as the thing to get attention. Speak on that real quick.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really got nothing to say. That shit is for real.
It's
I
true.
saw it.
We're going to move forward. That's why you need to be
that.
reborn again. Let's move forward. A lot of us walking around don't know why who we are. You just been programmed. And you don't even know where the programming came from. You don't know. And it all won't intentional. Now saying you're going to be like your no good ass mama, your no good daddy, that's very intentional. See, when you in industry and inferiority, that's when you ain't listening at your mom and daddy no more. Like, Lynn, you remember you said you was mad because your mom and daddy wouldn't let you go to the dance or be a cheerleader? You cared more about your friends and your peers, but your mom and daddy was like, hell no, we ain't gonna go out there and let you get that fucking programming in you. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you get to that age, you care more about what your peers think. Yeah. You care more about sneaking out than the ass whooping.
Yeah.
You gonna say, fuck it, I'll go out. Ain't nothing but an ass whooping. Ain't gonna last for one day.
And my friends don't have to know I got my ass whooped,
exactly.
But they will know if I ain't at the party.
Next stage is identity role versus role confusion. This is where you determine your identity. How? This is from fucking 12 to 18 years of age. Why? Because of your social group, your social peers. Now, what if your mama didn't prepare you at these earlier stages? By the time you get to school, you got trust issues. You don't know how to play and get along with those around you. You don't know how to share. Now you are considered the bad one. Bad kids is bad adult. If you can't function K through 5, you think you can function on the goddamn job 12 hours a day? Huh? You are sum total of your programming. The last stage, no, 6, 7 stage, intimacy versus isolation. You don't understand that you've been programmed to want to mate at this age. From 18 to 35, you just want a motherfucker. By the time you get 40, you say, fuck it, I know ain't shit happening for me, fuck it. You wonder why you so goddamn miserable. You done had 3 babies by 3 different men trying to get a mate. Nigga, you done had 4 babies by 4 women trying to get a mate. You don't understand that this is programming. See, for some reason, I didn't think I needed to have children early to feel like a man. I didn't. Nobody convinced me with all the jokes I talk about all the time. Because I'm happy. With all the fucking jokes, nigga, your dick don't work, you're shooting tater water, you can't make me feel less than a man because I don't have children at an early age like you. You can't do that to me. I don't go with that programming, nigga. I've never been to jail, nigga. I'm better than you, motherfucker. You can't convince me that. Huh? I pay $40 for pussy. I don't buy bitches. I'm not a high-value man buying pussy, my nigga. You can't convince me of that shit. I'm better than you, motherfucker. I live my life the way I want to. I done reprogrammed my motherfucking life. I don't need sneakers. I had on the same motherfucking outfit 3 days this motherfucking week, didn't I? Same motherfucking blue thing. Matter of fact, I went to the gym yesterday, took a shower, changed clothes, got back up and threw this motherfucker on again. I don't give a fuck. I'm not programmed by you motherfuckers. You can't fool me with that shit. Somebody told me some different shit. When I was little, I might have got told you just like your daddy, but I was told you are going to be a chocolate little handsome motherfucker. Your first programming come from your mama. Your mama, the first person that called you a slut, a whore, or a bitch. Your goddamn life. Your mama, the first motherfucker called you fat. Your grandma, the first motherfucker called you black. Get out that goddamn son. You're a goddamn lie. I'm erasing all that programming. I'm starting over today, writing a new upload. What's your new upload? Blue. Kind of just thinking about what I need. Kind of just thinking about what I need. Only concerned about what I need. What about all the money down in the future? Oh, that's coming. I'm just not concerned about it. I'm not going to be sad about it. I seen this thing I shared today. Programming, branding. It was a white lighter. One didn't have none on it, $1. The second one had a Nike sign on it, $3. The second one had a fucking, what was it? A fucking Jordan or some sign, $300. Then one had a Louis Vuitton sign on it, $1,000. Same goddamn lighter do the same goddamn thing. Program. Yeah. Shoes on your feet, don't do nothing but get you from A to B. The car gets you from A to B. You out here mad at your boss, can't quit your job because you got a $400 car payment because that makes you feel like some programming. It's your fucking fault. Yeah. Everywhere you at, it's all right because you done it. Your car payment, your house, every time your mortgage get high, you done it. Every time you think about that car payment, you done it. I'll never forget one time me and Chris, when we was getting ready to get married, we go to Jamaica and all our friends, her and her friends had a yard sale and made $8,000. 4 girls. No, you, Chris, 3 girls. 3 girls make. Do you know how much shit you have to sell to make $8,000 at a fucking yard sale? We done made $8,000 selling shit for $1.50. These bitches had so many pocketbooks, Louis, Gucci, all this shit.
You shit.
Standing around talking about my kids. Whole life, $8,000. 3 girls at a yard sale. How you do that? Because they got so much shit for no reason. So much shit they think they need. Right now, it's so many women that don't have a relationship because they think it's a man's job. They think it's a man's job to pay for their fucking nails. He can't pay for my nails. He can't pay for no pedicure. So your version of a man is his ability to pay for your hair, your nails, your lashes and shit. Why do you even think you need that? Why do you think you need $100 shoes? Nigga, you can't shoot a fucking jumper. I see these fat, sloppy motherfuckers at the gym. They get on my nerve the most. All the motherfuckers that's cut and built, they just be in their sweatpants, t-shirt. It be the fat, sloppiest motherfuckers, the bitches with ass hanging out the top of their foot. They got on a new pair of shoes every day. They got new sweats tight. I seen this fat motherfucker in the gym yesterday. He had on some fucking tights, shorts on top of the tights, socks that match, all this shit. And I'm like, you can't care about working out. Not the way you look. You can't care. He cared about looking good in the gym. And then he get on the treadmill and he had a little thing and he just be walking, chilling. He don't break a sweat. He don't break nothing. Oh, well, that's his thing. That's his thing. That's his thing. I ain't judging him. I'm just saying, I think you care more about looking good at the gym than you care about actually getting results at the gym. He like, nigga, you think I'm going to get some sweat on these shoes? Nigga, you out your motherfucking mind. Pay good money to come in here and be the cool fat guy. You know, it's the cool fat guy everywhere. You know what I'm saying? This is cool fat guy.
Like he trying. Oh, he trying.
I'm just sitting back, looking at life and thinking about all the things that we have been programmed that right now, if we really think about it, that we can't live without, that we think we'll die. We think we'll die if somebody found out we was fucking 2 men at one time. We'll die if them folks found out we ain't married in the church. Man, we'll die if some of this shit. And it's just programming. Imagine starting all over. Right here. You know how you start all over? Man, fuck them folks. 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 I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to make it clear to you. And I can't make it no clearer. This is your blue dot. Happiness is close to this because this only worried about what it needs. The further you get over here, to these wants and desires from the world, this person right here, all he gonna be doing is making excuses why he ain't got that. That's all you gonna do is make excuses why you ain't got this. Because the further you away from your true blue, the less happy you are. And the less happy you are, it's almost like a fucking a graph. You see that? The further you get away from this true blue, the more you go downhill to debit and the less happy you are. It's a correlation.
Direct correlation.
It's a direct correlation. The further you get away from your wants and needs, wanting shit that you don't need, the fucking less happy you're going to be. Because if you can't wake up and find happiness where you at right now with all your needs in place, good God, what if one of your needs get taken away? Yellow button.
Ooh, yes.
Yo.
Come on, teacher. Come on, teacher. That master teacher.
Yes, yo, I thought so many things, double consciousness, that we got to create at this point, you know what I'm saying? When you understand, that you are creating a new mind as you're kind of needing to use that old mind, trying to get back to as close to your blue as possible, only venturing out when needed. You know what I'm saying? So that, what I say? Oh, when you talk about white people, I was thinking we actually should be a little appreciative for white people because their need is why we have innovation. And every time you talk about them, even as a woman now, like everything that has become easier is so that we can have ease in the household because we always complaining about being in the household. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to wash clothes no more by hand. So you got a washing machine. You know what I'm saying? We got a dishwasher. You got a microwave. We got all these things making our lives easy because of this DNA drive in white people from thinking that they were going to wake up without.
The nigga woke up one morning. He said, my bitch is real angry since we lost our slaves. We got to invent some washing machines, microwaves, and stoves.
Yeah,
my
right?
bitch don't know how to make no goddamn fire.
Yeah. I got some more. Depression is your mind saying, reset yourself from worry and staying up late. I wrote that when you was like, you just need to get sleep. You get what I'm saying? Like, there is not a depression. Your mind is saying, give me a break. Get you some sleep. Let's give me a break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people looking at your body tell you when you're sick. You get a fever, you get a cough. You know what I'm saying? You eat something that don't agree with you, your stomach hurt. You if you're allergic to something, it break out in hives. I mean, your mind is doing the same type of thing.
Real quick, Ovon Parent wants to pass the wrap up. So you see the link right there for YouTube. You see it for Facebook. If you want to come in and take the wrap up from Ovon, you can come in and take the wrap up from Ovon. Go ahead.
I was talking about when you talked about white people. I mean, how Africans can want to get their skin lightened, and I just think about after me and all my colleagues rowboated 45 minutes to an island in Ghana and got there, and a little African girl ran right past us to the one white girl that was with us.
Of course.
With a cell phone in her hand. Like we weren't even there.
Of course.
With the thing, you get what I'm saying? With the brainwashing tool. So when he said it even made it like not only did she just she ran to the white girl, she ran to the white girl with the cell phone.
Think about this. Just think about this. The most populated, largest nation, richest on earth is controlled by everyone other than them. Yeah. Because they ain't got no imagination. Yeah. They came in and somebody convinced them, hey, don't you want some cocoa butter? Don't you want American cocoa butter? They let somebody convince them that they needed guns. They didn't have guns before they met the white man. They let that white man convince them they needed that shit. And then start trading and still got conquered. You know, I hate to say it, and no matter how mad you get me, the fucking Africans is the stupidest motherfucker on this planet. You got to be a stupid motherfucker to brag about everything you got over there, but you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. I just can't understand. And I don't give a fuck about sending no money back to Africa. You can't program. Look, white people, let me show you how smart white people is with their programming. White people then program black folks that you can feed African children with 37 fucking cents a day.
Man.
Motherfucker send money over there. the fucking pastor can program you that you'll be blessed by God to give 10% of your income. The programming is so real. I promise you, the only way you can snap out of that programming is to wake up one day and say, what does my true blue really care about? Do I care about this car? Do I care about this? Do I care about this? Do I care about this? Do I care about a relationship? I did a board with a sister the other day, and she pretty much is just sick of her goddamn husband. And he know it. I said, so why won't you leave? I don't want to look bad. Kids grown. Who you gonna look bad to? I don't want to look bad. Give my goddamn $111 later. You know, I showed her what the deal was, and I said, well, you know, you're always going to feel bad because you want to be gone. You know, I don't understand when you want something you know you can't have, you're going to feel bad. If you want something that you thought you could have, you'll be trying to get it, happy on the way to get it. I'm writing my sitcom because I think I can have it. When I first had the idea, I started writing. Then I said, how the fuck do you write a sitcom about polygamy about us? You know what I'm saying? It's just us. Me, you, Lynn, and Davion. How do you write a sitcom? I did it. I did it. I believe in it. Issa Rae did it. I did it. I believe in it. And I'm excited. When do I be writing on the sitcom? Put the camera on both ways. It's on. Y'all say it together. When I write on my sitcom?
In the morning.
When?
Like 4:44. When you wake up.
Crack of dawn.
Put the camera on me. That way I ain't got no excuse. Ain't nobody worrying me. But guess what? There's been days that I done got up at 4 o'clock to write on my sitcom and got on goddamn Facebook and got stuck responding to some motherfuckers I don't even know. Who the fuck you think you is? Oh, I got to make a new post now. You know what I'm saying? I got to make a new post. People will see me on a lot of people will see me on a 4 a.m. rant. Where it's 3:45 and I'm like, this post, this post, this post, this post, this post, this post. At 3:40 in the morning, some motherfucker and pissed me off, and I done got up to write on my fucking sitcom. Let's bring Mama on. Mama on to talk to her.
Had that song, Free Your Mind.
And the rest will follow.
The rest will follow. Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. That's all I can hear today. It's just free your mind. Free your mind. I ain't balanced because my mind ain't free. I'm double-minded because my mind ain't free. And I talked to so many people this week, and they all said the same thing. Well, we don't care what other people say about us. And my one friend said, and you really ain't never cared either, because you always did what you wanted to do. So I don't know why I waited until I was in my late 40s to 50 to get this conscious.
Right.
About what everybody else want, what everybody else think. Even being big, I was down there with y'all. We talked. I've been big my whole life, and I was good with it. I got niggas. I got a good job. I have fun. I'm pretty sure I'm cute. I had no problems. But I've been struggling for the last 10 years with what the fuck other people think. I'm so tired. I'm just gonna free my mind. I'm just gonna free because I wanted to.
Yeah.
Cause why you wanna know? It don't matter.
Mama Onda, watch this real quick. I'm gonna tell you why. In the 7th stage, I'm gonna read something in the 7th stage. Opinion and structure. Know what they think and are open to. A person with a healthy opinion structure understands that opinions are only based on what you presently know and are not necessarily the truth. See, I understand when people make opinions about me, it's what you know about me. It's not necessarily the truth. But watch this. solidarity, secure in leading. You got to be able to establish a positive sense of yourself in a group and feel deeply a part of this group. See, what they've gotten us to is at this age right now, they have programmed us to make us feel like if we are not a part of the fucking group, we are somehow unworthy, we are less, we are alone, and we're by ourselves out here. That's what they do. They get you this group think, marginalize you, put you in a box. And the smartest of us in school, they say, hey, you were smart in K through 12. Let's send you to university. Let's marginalize you more. Let's universalize you. Let's make you think like everyone else. So the cream of the crop can lord over the lowlifes. So we have a situation where when we get your age, in this 43 to 55 year age, if we are not a part of a group, we feel like we failed in life. But that's so you can't live. See what? Oh God, this shit make me so mad. By the time you get this age, you done amassed a little change. You got a little savings. You can really live and do what the fuck you want to do. This is when they want you to get even more frugal savings account. And I'm gonna die soon. And my 401k. La, 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 la. Man, I hate how they got us thinking if we aren't in places. It's just like they tell you. Who's to determine when a baby's supposed to talk?
Right.
Oh, that baby ain't talking yet. He's slow.
I told my friend, I remember telling my friend, I said, he'll talk when he's ready to talk. Exactly. He has words. He'll talk when he's ready to talk. And when he started talking, he took off. She was like, I just want him to be quiet. But remember, he wouldn't talk. So he was autistic, but he talked when he want to talk.
And then if you pee in the bed too long, you fucked up. It take too long to potty train him. How long that boy gonna be on the breast? It's like, who decides this shit? Yeah. These people I just fucking read. Right. They just tell you what's normal. How long? And if you don't line up in that, something wrong with you.
Right.
How many motherfuckers grew up thinking they're dumb because they got an unsatisfactory or they get made a C?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they doing to us. It's motherfuckers right now that could be brilliant. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said, my son, one of them, his third grade teacher told him it was a dumb idea. He never told me that until he was like a senior in high school. Didn't pass the 12th grade, had to repeat it, just struggled all the way on, but could help anybody in math. Could help anybody. And then I know his parents. So if I know your parents and I know how we think, no, you can do. He just completely felt lazy. Didn't want to do that. So that's why he ended up, when he got to college age, don't do that, son. Because you know how you got to make a choice. You pay them people in college now. Don't do that.
Guess what else you do, Mama? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking, I'm really shaking my head because I got on damn Facebook. I wasn't on Facebook. And I can remember saying, why am I on Facebook? Because I don't even like this shit. I don't even agree with these bitches. And half the shit they do. And
what do people say? You ain't got no Facebook? What's wrong with you? You ain't got no Facebook, but peep this before I let you out of here. We got somebody else. Thank you, Mama Onda.
All right.
For president, we about to let him in. Peep this right here. What you don't realize, what is more than anything is to get you in school in the 4th grade and teach them white folks they more than you. Teach your black ass you less. Every year, February, a group of 5-year-olds learn white folks is better, black folks is less. So when the white folks go home, the little white kids say, Mama, we learned about Black History Month today. They had scientists, and what's that for? Well, let me give you the ropes, little Petey. This how it was. This why we live over here. You think they want us to know Black history for fun? They used to hang us for learning. Jay for president, come on in here, brother.
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, look, just first of all, I call you Uncle Javon. You my long lost uncle, man.
What's up, bro?
I appreciate it, man. I want to tell you one thing. You posted something about 2 days ago on Facebook, and it made me laugh so hard. I said, "Damn, I wish my sister could see this shit." It was the thing you said. You said something about God never anointing nobody because it means just rubbing oil on them.
Yeah, then I'm supposed to. That's what it means.
Hey, man, the shit was so goddamn funny, man. I said, "God damn, Uncle on it again, man." But what you just said about the blue dot and about being close to your happiness, man, that really struck a chord with me, man, because I'm guilty of it. I'm 33 and I'm just realizing to do what I like, just do what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Because you realize growing up, we're socially engineered to just fit into groups. You know what I mean? And we're in these groups with people that we may not even like for real, may not even like us, and we're depressed, but we don't know how to be that lone wolf and just go off and do what the fuck it is that we like to do. You know what I'm saying? I think we don't want to take that walk by ourselves. You know what I mean? So what you just said was about, I can't put it exactly how you just said, but you like the blue dot, that's the closer you are to your happiness. And then when you start going to your yellow and over, when you're trying to get to what the world wants you to have or how the world's supposed to see you, then that's when you're really unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I really resonated with that perfect example. I used to hang around a group of friends and all they wanted to do was just look fly for bitches and get a Rolex. And I couldn't afford none of that, but that was my mindset at the time. Like, man,
Your ass was sad, won't you?
I mean, oh, mad as hell, man.
It's the white man fault. I can't get me a bust down.
Man, mad as hell. But then something else you said. You said this a while ago, and I heard you say this a couple times. And I said, damn. I said, Unc is right about that because the hoes that they was trying to fuck, they was doing all this illegal stuff, scamming or spending their life savings on jewelry. And I said, damn, I'm fucking the same hoes. I don't even have a haircut. Like, God.
Girls like personality. See, this is the thing people don't realize. Personality means when you show the girl who the person you is. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas without personality say, well, she not gonna like my person. Everybody like money.
Yeah.
Everybody like money. You got no personality. Everybody like nice cars. Motherfucker, you ain't got no personality.
Exactly, man. So
hey, let me ask you something, bro.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Real quick, you being 33, y'all age right now, I say y'all are the messiahs. Like right now, y'all are the ones, y'all have a little bit of the uncle training for me, but y'all got all of the millennial blah, 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 blah. Man, like, I don't even know what I want to ask you, but almost like saying, I felt so sorry for y'all knowing that y'all was gonna want the things that y'all couldn't get like we got. William Porter, thank you for the super chat. Like, man, you know, when we was coming up, the dope game was so prevalent. Everybody can kind of get what they wanted, and we didn't know to want so much. But y'all, since y'all was young, man, y'all done had access to everything through the internet. Like, do you feel like most of the people your age would say they're depressed?
Yes, I would. And it's crazy you say that. I'm actually right now I'm in school for my master's doing mental health counseling. And the more I dive deep into this subject, I realize how depressed a lot of people in my age group really are. You know, because we're constantly seeing things via social media, via TV, via people we may know through other people living a certain lifestyle that we don't have and that we want. You know what I mean? So like even me, I go through my social media and I'll cleanse it. I'm like, this isn't good for me. I need to stop looking at this. I need to stop looking at this because it's making me feel a certain type of way. It's making me feel depressed. It's making me feel angry. It's making me feel less than because I don't have a Rolls Royce, which fucking sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's certain things you're just not gonna have at certain ages.
You're not. But look, that was bringing to my next point. I realized that even and I think you follow this brother too on Facebook. I call him Unc too, Dennis Sperling.
You already know it.
He has a saying that says, "Fellas, it's always greater later," and that's some of the truest shit I ever heard. Like and I know for me as a man, I can't speak for women, but for me as a man, you really got to build yourself up brick by brick. Like me growing up 20 years ago, I thought 33 was old. Now I'm like, shit, I'm still young. Exactly. You know, I still got skin in the game, so I have time to
Look at face. Look, what's going on?
If I want,
oh, go ahead, brother.
Handalai.
E handalai robo chai shake
you know what I'm saying? So it's you get depressed, but then you realize, you know what, I can have those things later on in life if I put it into work. If I really want them, and even when I put it to work, I may not even want it later when I think I want it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's one of those big games you play with yourself, man. But I appreciate you having me on, man. You know, I'll try to catch the show whenever I can. I'm gonna send you a cash app right now, man. And next time y'all on, man, I'm gonna try to get back on and talk to you some more.
Appreciate you, bro. Y'all be good. Love you, fam. Man, I love to get to the youth. Him Mambo's good. It's like, Chris, you remember when I came home, I said, yo, all the kids going to be depressed. And I don't even believe in depression, but it's just a situation where, you know, that's why everybody wants everything everybody got. And there's no unity. If Monday night you sit across from me and I got a goddamn Vienna sausage and you got a steak, I'm going to be like, you're going to say, you want a little bit of that steak? Nah, I'm good. I got Viennas. You know, I'm good. You know, Tuesday night I got Viennas and you pull out a goddamn lobster. You want some of that lobster? You don't offer me none. I'm going to be like, this mother ain't offering me no lobster. Goddamn, he just had steak last night. Now you're here with the calamari and shrimp and T-bone and ribeye. For long, I can't keep eating fucking Viennas in front of you. I'm going to want some of your lobster. And if you don't offer me none or give me some, I'm going to hate you. And that's where the animosity come from. We hate each other because so many of us are fronting to have things that the other one can't have. And we literally think about this. And I'm going to get off. When we were kids, the boys, they got all the girls were the boys that dressed the best, right? Because we thought that meant what? Their parents had money. But were their parents going to give us any of the money?
No.
We just wanted to be around the materialistic shit. And it just make us feel like that. No value. It's like you can put on a fucking pair of J's and be cool and have nothing in your head.
That's the thing that gets me upset. When I realized that during a certain part of my development, that stuff was kept from me in my home based on religion. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I'm seeing it more in passing. I can't play these songs at home. I don't have no write-on posters. You get what I'm saying? I do get to hear it in passing, but still, I don't have a lot of stories that some other people may definitely have when it comes to the culture and stuff. And so I'm like, when I look back and see that I know what everybody else know, and it affected me the same way to everybody else, and you can't escape the constant marketing that's happening to you. And it's creating this animosity between us all as African Americans because we're trying to get to this place of this steak and this lobster.
It's the programming that they want. And this is the last thing I say. Lynn, you quiet. I want you to say something, but if you got something to say, ever notice that the girls that grow up in the projects in the hood with no daddy, ratchet, and the girls that grow up with a mama and daddy like the same motherfucking niggas?
Yeah, that's what
it's because of the goddamn programming.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the programming.
But you can't get away from it because it's all around you.
It's all around you. You have to guard your children from it. You have to guard them from it.
And that's what parenting is.
That's what parenting is. Guard your children's eyes. Guarding your children's eyes and ears. Right now, you can say, how many kids know Cardi B and how many kids know Dr. Seuss? And I guarantee you more kids know fucking Cardi B than Dr. Seuss. You got anything to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, because this is just amazing. Like, I love when the lesson brings me into a great appreciation of my parents. Because that's something that I definitely am riding the fence on, or I'm just learning. You know, I just like it. I like having a greater appreciation for my parents. My blue dot wants that. And so when I'm brought into that, I'm greatly appreciative because this and so many other lessons, like Sister Chris just mentioned, that parenting is about guarding your kids. And all I could think about when y'all were just speaking commentary is like, yo, my parents did a excellent, phenomenal job through those stages of development. I had to go out and seek fuck shit.
Exactly.
I had to go find it. I had to sneak and listen to the radio. I had to lie to go to a friend's house that really wasn't the friend. I told him I was going to see another friend to get to the other friend whose mama was a single mama and let them have snacks and boys come in and we could watch whatever the fuck we want on TV because she was with her boyfriend in the room. You know what I'm saying? So it was like they just did an amazing job in that respect, guarding my eyes and my ears. The only time we was even around Black people was at church, really. And so that's not an ode to white people. That's an ode to my parents. And I really enjoy growing up with white people though, to be honest, because they wore regular brand clothes. They had the materialism concept did not come into play
till you got around them niggas.
Until I got around niggas. You know what I'm saying? And so I saw it. It was exposed to me in a flawed concept. But having been raised by my parents and growing up around white people, it was so obvious. It was so, I mean, you go to the hood and it's like, yo, I can tell your shoes and car cost more than your house and your education because I come from a house with education. You know what I'm saying? So I know that your dishes and, you know, like you got shit flip-flopped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
your
mom got
barbecue
a
grill
curio
is better
cabinet.
than your, right. Yeah, like your grills is better than your fucking dishes. You grill once a year, you eat off your dishes every goddamn day. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So I got to see that. And so it was just a great experience. My parents did the goddamn deal because I had to go find fuck shit.
I just realized though, we had the same religion experience, just different religion. But we both, it's kind of, I get how even in our, like when we say the shit we wanted to do, if we did this shit with being sheltered. We'd have been all over the place. Crazy. So it made me think about this class, and people let go Christianity, right? Because of the bullshit, right? But I'm saying what Bears and Bubbles, I believe, is going to do is give people something to believe in again that's in self, that makes you accountable to yourself and who you bring into this world.
It's almost like the most infinite piece of knowledge compiled to teach from.
Yeah. Exactly.
And people learn like, yo, what this shit really mean? Like it's crazy because like even what you said about your mom, all that loving and hugging and kissing shit, there was none of that in my house. But my mama believed that fear was a parent. So it just was.
You gotta decide.
It just was so much. My mom was like, either you got to love and nurture your kids so much where your kid is out in the streets and your kid say, you want to go steal something? You say, no. My mother would be so sad if I stole. I would hate to disappoint her. Yeah. I would never do that and make my mother cry. Yeah. Or either if that don't stop you, you better be able to, my mama gonna beat the goddamn hell out of me and my uncles and everybody. And so it's just fear of love. Yeah.
You know, and the way I saw religion was that God was an extension of my parents when I wasn't at the house. So when my parents wasn't watching, they put God on my ass. He's watching.
And you know what? That's crazy you say
and I
that.
had a veil on.
Because
they were the gods at the house. They
were
watch God at the house. So God was God outside of the house.
Now, I'm different because I looked at it like I didn't know my father. So the concept of God being my father is like, what the fuck? I don't know my daddy. My dad ain't around. God ain't watching me like that. I'm fucking high in the church. I'm like, God, daddies don't care. That's how I looked at it. Daddies don't care. God the Father, well, shit, my daddy goddamn rolled out. God don't care. You know what I'm saying? My daddy smoke. I'm assuming.
My religion that we didn't view God and heaven and hell and stuff in those type of ways. Because they didn't use it the way Christianity is used. But either way, it was something that kept our ass in check.
Y'all know what time it is, family.
In check.
Hey.
Celebrate your party.
Look here, family.
And enjoy your
We sure appreciate y'all coming out and letting us share our art with y'all. Because we believe
supernatural travel.
Life.
We live colorblind.
There must be life. Because life imitates.
Let's get it, y'all.
And we just
Let's go to a place where we go.
Decorated with all kinds
Nobody
of
knows.
no lace fronts and no makeup, and choose who you want to dance
Let's
with.
celebrate
Live
this life we
love.
know.
Yeah, celebrate every day. Like it's your birthday, an anniversary. Just keep it funky, baby. Yeah, celebrate your body and enjoy all parts of your mind. Come on, family. Find a way to keep winning. Woo! It's supernatural travel. Supernatural travel.
We live colorblind.
Where you need to go.
Let's do it like this here.
Recesses of your
Let's
mind.
go to a
When
place
you're all
where we
alone.
go.
And it's just you by yourself.
Nobody knows.
We call it the boom boom road. Yeah. You got all your
Let's
favorite
celebrate
vices.
this life we
You
know.
drink.
Let it all go.
Snacks.
And it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Do it. That's how you do it, baby.
Celebrate your body. Yeah. Man, once again, we thank y'all for being tuned in, tapped in, turned on to the dopest show on earth, where we believe in a new way, new day, new view, new you. We ask that you share this class. You ain't got to share it on your page because we don't want a lot of motherfucking crazy motherfuckers coming in here. Share it with like-minded people. Tell them, hey, go watch Clark Sisters. Go watch YouTube, Javon M. Clark, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We ask that you do that. But more than anything, help us continue to help you. Please send us a cash app. We had 27 last week. We're trying to top that this week. We love y'all. Ooh.
Good job. Hit the like button, baby. Life imitates art. Woo! And we just want you to live your best life. Yeah. Decorated with all kinds of colors. And no lace fronts and no makeup. And choose who you want to
Thank y'all.
dance
Love
with.
y'all.